Hey, what's up everyone? Raging Golden Eagle here, having way too much fun as always. This story here, I'll admit it's a little bit of an old one. Came out actually like 2 months ago, but I completely missed it the first time around. I didn't hear about this at all until I saw it on Computing Forever's channel. And as I was watching that, all I could think to myself was, damn, I need to pass this on. This is a story about a trailblazer. This guy is who all business owners should be aspiring to. So what did he do? Company introduces Snowflake Tests to weed out whiny entitled millennial candidates. And I'd say it's about damn time. Am I the only one that remembers my college application questionnaires among other things? Where they basically force you to virtue signal as hard as you can. Oh, you gotta list all your extracurricular activities and your charity work and yada yada yada. Oh, activism, can't forget that either. And we know why they do this too, so they could weed out the type of people they don't want going there. But man, I guess they never thought that the other side could do the same thing, huh? So what was all up in this test? The test includes questions such as what does America mean to you and when was the last time you cried and why? Holy shit, that second one, that's a good one. The snowflakes cry all the damn time, so if they're actually being honest while taking this questionnaire, that fact is going to be apparent pretty quickly. Shit, I'd actually have to stop and think about that one. Assuming they're not counting the times when your eyes just get a little bit watery, which does happen time to time for me. The last time I flat out cried was when I almost got my finger ripped off as a kid. I had a nice bruise from that one too, like all the way down to my palm. That was pretty awesome. So why would they possibly not want snowflakes in their company? Well, a snowflake is somebody who is going to whine and complain and come to the table with nothing but an entitled attitude and an inability to back their perspective. Oh man, that's some third-degree burns right there. And this dude's not letting up on the millennials either. He warns them, you're young, you're ignorant, you're brainwashed by liberal professors who didn't tell you that in the real world the only safe space is in your parents' basement. Which, in case you guys haven't been paying attention, seems to be the breeding ground for Antifa. Man, if only they were capable of seeing irony, they'd know why it's so funny that all of these basement dwellers are LARPing as revolutionaries. And it's not just this guy, other companies are apparently looking to implement similar tests. He said his test has been popular because people are sick and tired of having to be so politically correct. Man, one would argue that Trump being in the White House right now is also a sign of that. But hey, I guess some people are never gonna learn, are they? They're just gonna keep doubling down on stupid. And it's so popular, in fact, that other firms have contacted him looking to implement similar guards against hiring snowflake candidates. But unfortunately, in today's political climate, most of them are apparently still too scared to do so. I guess they're concerned that someone like Al Sharpton might show up and say, hey, it's a nice business you got here. Would be a shame if someone were to call you a racist now, wouldn't it? Let me make you an offer you can't refuse. And of course, these people know what's going on. You know someone is probably going to try to sue over this. But when asked about potential discrimination lawsuits, this is what the CEO said. There is no discrimination here. This is nothing more than a glorified personality test. And he's right. That's literally all this is. As long as personality tests or any other type of test designed to make sure that you fit in with the company culture are legal, this is perfectly okay. And I'm going to flat out say this right now. Speaking from personal experience here, if I was in charge of hiring for a position, I would pass up the most qualified candidate if I saw too many red flags when it comes to his personality. Because again, I'm speaking from personal experience here. I have seen one very competent asshole completely destroy the entire department I was working at my first job out of college. It was an awesome place to work, very productive, high morale, and then he was hired on. And within 2 years, most of us were laid off because the place couldn't stay afloat. And part of that was because morale was completely down the toilet, and everyone was looking for another job anyways, and no one gave a fuck. So this is a perfectly legitimate concern, especially when you're hiring for someone in a management position. Doesn't matter how competent they are. If they have a horrible personality, they will drag down everyone under them. And looking at it another way, there's nothing wrong with trying to prevent getting cancer. And that's all I gotta say, guys. Thanks for listening.